Cause
What up? What's
Yo,
going on, everybody?
Cause
peace of the collective. Welcome.
what's going on?
No,
See
for
some
sure.
your cars out there.
Peace, love, chicken grease, all that. I don't even know. But
Yes,
what's
sir.
going on, everybody? The collective is back. We're here on a different night of the week than normal, but we're just glad to be
Mm-hmm.
here.
Mm-hmm.
Here, your boy Elijah in the building. We got my guy AD, my boy C. What's good with y'all? How y'all feeling?
I'm pretty
Feeling
good,
good.
gentlemen. I
Yes,
can't
sir.
complain.
Same goal, same purpose. We here. We blessed.
Yeah,
Got the big boy with me today on this episode.
that's the bet. Yeah. Uh the collective's nephew, first nephew,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Rome's in the building. That's a bet. Beautiful thing, beautiful thing.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, let
he
me,
just he
AD, how
just
your
over
day go?
here. He just over here roaming around.
I feel it.
Oh, he's gone now.
It's
Talk
going
to him.
smooth, big dog. Really,
Yeah,
just trying to make sure I'm pushing the narrative forward and really
Mm-hmm.
just having a focus. You know what they say, you always can get better by 1% every day. So
Mm-hmm.
that's the
Yep. Yes,
mindset.
sir.
yeah, I like that. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, C? What you been on today, man?
Man, well, today was the start of my new journey, my new gig, my new job, first official day, so that was cool. Ran around, did some errands, just a whole, you know, always looking for longevity, always moving, always taking strides.
No, it's beautiful. Start of a new job.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah, that's
always keeping it going one way or another.
no for sure. Beautiful, beautiful thing. People growing, elevating. What the collective is about, you know.
Right, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, for sure. AD, you was talking. You got some type of tournament coming up.
Yeah, man, another competition coming up. And
Okay.
I'm actually on weight, but I'm trying to make sure I'm good, so I can enjoy food, but still get a good
Mm-hmm.
workout in. I got like this is I can say my last week of hard training before
Okay.
next week I take off. So um, I can't count what competition this is because there's been so many, but I'm just ready and excited, man.
That's cool. That's
Just
cool.
wait to jump in that fire. I don't care about the outcome. Being
Mm-hmm.
able to do is the greatest thing. So
Mm-hmm.
And for people that don't
Oh,
know, what exactly are you participating in?
I do Brazilian jiu-jitsu, you know what I'm saying, or American jiu-jitsu. So and that is another form of grappling, just like wrestling or any
mm-hmm.
grappling sport. So,
Mm-hmm.
if you're not into combat sports, I recommend people getting into it. You know what I'm saying? My boy Fox, he also does a combat sport.
Yeah,
So,
man.
it's something that really help you direct your energy and have a type of discipline in your life
Yeah,
to help you
right,
grow.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
It's definitely like you said, it's good with discipline and the direction. It's good for, just a form of therapy all around. If whether it's a good day, bad day, and just keep your body active, keep your body moving. Just the like I do. He does the jujitsu. I do boxing. Um, me and my coach, we try and set some stuff up. For the future, for the summer in general, hit some gyms, competition, and stuff like that. But yeah, like combat sports, is a lot of people look at it as just a bunch of violence and getting hurt and hurting people and stuff like that. The movies brainwashed a lot of people on that tip, to be honest. But nah, combat sports, like, it's good. Like, it can be good for the mind, body, and soul. It's definitely therapy, though. Definitely therapy.
all
Like,
right. I'm
I
gonna start.
think
I'm gonna start with you. See what initially got you in a wanna what got you started wanting to box.
it's that well, originally it's something that I did want to do when I was younger. My mom honestly wasn't really with it, but she wasn't with it because hold on. Roman, come here. Come here, big boy. He, come on. What's your he don't want to be on camera right now. But
Yeah.
yeah. But my mom, so I originally wanted to do it when I was younger. My mom wasn't really with it. So but the reason it wasn't because of the also like per se her being overprotective.
Hmm.
My father, when she met my father, he was a boxer. Like my father actually went pro, so she knew what it came with. She wasn't really trying to put me through all that. She would let she I played football, track. I tried basketball, soccer. Yes, track. Um, uh, I did mixed martial arts. Um, that one confused me because it's still track. That one confused me because it's still fighting in a sense, but you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, like me, is I started it because of the whole fitness thing. You know, me being in the gym, getting my body right, stuff like that, having a little time on my hands, stuff like that. But I found it being something that I love to do, and I'm good with it. I'm taking it as far as it'll take me. So,
Oh, that's dope. What about you, AD? What initially got you into jiu-jitsu?
Really just being a fanatic and loving all types of martial art movies. You know, they say people grew up with Bruce Lee. You know what I'm saying? I
mhm.
grew up watching Jackie Chan and Jet Li and all the martial artists. So, you know, of course, Michael J. White, just seeing all those guys and
Right. Mm-hmm.
yeah, so seeing all those guys and having like a just a passion for it, like trying to do sports. You know what I'm saying? Didn't know what I want to do, try some things until I found grappling and martial arts. So I just took it from there and just ran with it, you know, and just always had a passion for it, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's dope.
I feel that.
I
Even I feel that because even with me with the whole boxing thing, because I seen footage of my father. I seen footage of my father boxing under. Come here, we're going to shake it out. Yeah, I seen footage of my father boxing before, and it's like I don't know, something about that just inspired me because come on, watch what you doing. I got it now. Something about that just inspired me because it's like knowing my father's story with the boxing and why he had to stop even going pro. It was like now I'm kind of living in his footsteps with it because my dad was sick. He had diabetes and he didn't know, so he had to eventually stop boxing. He actually told me recently that his last fight he was supposed to fly out to Texas to fight somebody, but he couldn't do it. Like it was messing with his body and stuff, his vision and all that. So
word. I feel it. I think this leads into our first topic of the day. Uh,
hmm
experience versus passion. Um, and yeah, I'll just based on this conversation, I think it you know fits perfectly. Um, the importance of having experience in any
mm,
specific craft that you are, looking to grow in and focus and build in,
Mm.
versus just having that initial fire. How long have you been doing jujitsu, AD?
Um,
That's something I want to know too, cause you be crushing.
Probably it's almost coming up on 6 half a years, and then all in total, like grappling my whole life, probably like 15.
15.
Okay.
So that's a long time, working at specific skills.
Yeah.
Talk about what it has taken to be able to participate in a combat sport for that period of time, as well as the process. I know I've seen you in previously like earn a new belt.
Yeah, congratulations on that too. That's hard. That's
I
tough.
know the
You've been
importance of
doing your
that.
thing.
So yeah, just speak on what that process is like. Speak on
Mhm.
what it just your process of going from somebody who wanted to get into martial arts to being where you're at now. The support that you had along the way, things like that.
I got you, of course. Well, first thing, like you need, or just like doing this part, right? Because like from a place of experience, looking from like day one, you have to be willing just to sacrifice and show up. Like always have time to like do that specific thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I always make sure I had time to train. So like consistently training for like
Mhm.
6 half and 7 years, takes a commitment on where you're going with your day and your life. You know what I'm saying? So if you're doing a particular art, skill, right, you got to be willing to sacrifice a certain amount of time for it. They say 10,000 hours is all you need to become a pro or expert at something. You know what I'm saying?
Oh wow, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, so like when that's like, and like let's say when you guys talk about my rank or right, when I got my first promotion, that was technically me having 10,000 hours within that particular thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when you think about the time and dedication, the series of events, that you go through, you gotta just be willing just to constantly show up, because that's how you're gonna build your skill, because that is what makes you, this person who I am today. I had to keep coming for, 7 years straight to get where I'm at now. So in order to like reap the benefits of that, you have to be willing to sacrifice time. And when we're thinking about experience versus passion, right? The experience in this is like having the effort to be willing to put off things to do that one thing, right? Like everyone knows that, oh, he finna go somewhere. Oh, did you train today? Like that's the main thing I get asked when people know.
Hey, mute your phone, see while you're talking.
So it's just like when you think about that, the experience, like where I had a passion, but like I'm gonna be honest, if I didn't have people that was experienced around me, I wouldn't have become who I am today. Because passion is so easy to have. You show up, right? But is that passion gonna be enough for you to keep coming after constantly going through the works? Constantly giving up your body, constantly giving up your time, telling people no, so. And that goes to any skill you're doing. Don't just think about combat sports, but think about if you're learning how to sew, learn how to draw. You got to put that time in. That's all it takes.
Oh, for sure.
I agree with that 100%. I can definitely agree on just taking the time to I don't even want to say perfect your skill because I don't believe in perfection. I have a saying that I actually say often: practice doesn't make perfect. Practice makes progress. And I try to live through that through, you know, everything I do really because like AD said, like it just taking those sacrifices and taking the time and taking the, you know, going back to the passion of it. Um, Sometimes it's gonna have to take the commitment and the discipline. You're gonna have to tell some people no. You're gonna have to either make the time to do this or make the time to do that. It takes it takes a lot. Even like he was speaking on, don't even just think combat sports or fighting or like being athletic, because as being an athlete, because hold on,
Yeah.
being an athlete, that's one thing in itself. But even I can relate on the fact, even before this, my passion has always been the creative side of things: drawing, painting, camera work, you know, doing stuff with codes, like anything on the artsy side of things. And it's like that's still that's still my passion. That's still what I love to do. That doesn't mean that you can't expand. You can't find new loves. You can't find other things that you know make your soul happy. Because at the end of the day, we're here to learn. Like we was talking on the last episode, like we're here to teach and be taught, you know? It's always things we can put under our belt.
Yeah. I just want to build on just one like piece that I think AD
Hmm.
mentioned, just on like yeah, the importance of showing up every day, to
Hmm.
and just the grind and groundwork it takes
Yeah,
to become great
definitely.
at anything you do. Um, it starts with you know it starts with like the spirit within you. You gotta have
Right, right.
you gotta have that fire. You gotta have the dog in you. You gotta want something for yourself.
Hmm.
Um,
Definitely.
at the same time, you showing up every day and nothing happening for you, um, it can discourage you, if you don't have that right environment, that right culture, that right fit
Hmm.
of folks that can um, come in and see your potential and coach you up, give you that the guidance and experience that you need, um,
Right,
just whether it's encouragement, whether it's having people that are experienced in that area
right.
that got your back and
Iron
can
sharpens iron.
yeah can again just coach you and give you that guidance. So it's definitely experience is important, of course, but again, you need that passion, you need the dog in you to show up and to have reasons. um that's me. I keep young folk with me. I keep old heads with me.
Right.
I like to learn from my OGs, and
Same, right.
I like to feel the energy from the young folk. Just
Hmm.
what's going on type shit.
Hmm.
So yeah, um,
I think I think a big part of it too is how you view, not only view but value yourself too, your self-worth, your self-image. Believing in yourself, like do you're not always gonna have the motivation, but do you have the discipline and that thought in the back of your head saying, I want this, I'm gonna get this, I'ma go through the storm. I'ma, do what I gotta do. It may not be looking good right now, but I'm gonna make it happen. Even going back to what you were saying about just taking those actions to make it happen.
And plus, when we think about, right, because we was talking about experience versus passion, for someone who's just getting started and you want to be like those people who are experienced, after a week, after like even 3 days, you can say you have experience, right? But when we think about experience, we're thinking about it from an aspect of growing in wisdom, right? When we think of people that's wise, who have wisdom, those are people who are old, who have lived through life, who have gained, thoughts or efforts of trial and error to be able to speak from that place of experience. So what I'm telling you is to look back on moments where you struggled and learn from those moments. Be like,
exactly.
Be like Iron Man, Tony Stark. He always improved because he learned from his mistakes. So he always improved his equipment, his technology, and more. So try to be like that if you want to feel like your experience. Just grow from your past moments where you can be effortless in today or more efficient.
I ain't never watched no Iron Man movies, bro. Spider-Man.
He was in the know. Spider-Man was in there though.
I'm Spider-Man gang too, but Spider-Man the same though. Like Spider-Man get crushed, beat to a pulp, and still come up on top.
And Spider-Man wouldn't even have a suit if it wasn't for Tony Stark. So,
but the experience is a longevity game though, because experience takes, like, real true experience takes time. It takes like commitment. It takes time because it takes time because reality. A lot of people try to play the rush game. A lot of people try to play the rush game. A lot of people try to, make it happen overnight, and that's not reality. That's like going to the gym. You're not going to go to the gym, hit 30 push-ups, and be swole next day. That's not how it happened. Like, or even going back to the combat sports, like getting in, like one thing, getting into boxing that I had to learn first starting out. You gotta learn the fundamentals. You gotta learn your positions, your footwork, your this and that. You can't just go in there try and fight like Floyd, cause you gonna get crushed. But that's with anything though. You gotta learn the fundamentals. You gotta move on your own time. Take that experience is a longevity game.
Not only do you gotta learn the fundamentals, but you gotta work on those fundamentals.
Right.
Differently. Like,
so,
like those fundamentals gotta be like, those spidey senses. Like,
they say
off, like you already in motion because you don't put them 10,000 hours in to each and every little bit of thing that you need to be, in order to be who you need to be.
They say practicing one thing 1,000 times is better than practicing 1,000 things once.
Exactly.
And plus, think of this, right? As you use the example of the Floyd, the new guy trying to fight like Floyd in the beginning, right? Let's think as those people who are very passionate about something. Right. And let's think about our experienced people, because experienced people, what they tend to deal with or they have this place of like, so let's speak about Spider-Man, right? In the trailer, right? He basically looked numb to what he was doing, right? Because how long he was doing it and just where he was at and how complacent he felt.
Well, you talking about the trailer?
Yeah.
I ain't watched it yet, god damn it. But all right, go ahead.
Yeah, it was just, sorry. I'm surprised you haven't seen the meme where everybody talking about how he lost his girl.
Bro,
yeah. So,
I'll be in my own world, y'all.
As you should, bro. As you should.
Go ahead.
But he was so numb to the experience because he he just wasn't inside no more. He's been here for so much before. As in a person who's passionate, you know, they're like the new Spider-Man. You swinging into buildings, you know what I'm saying? You breaking through glass, trying to say like, so you doing all these things that you know, a beginner would do or someone that's new at it, but they're both needed because imagine having the experience of someone that's been in the game for a long time, but still being passionate to create, to bring new ideas. So you both need one, but you gotta think about your passion to be like a fire or a rocket ship. Losing our control and cause you be in the wrong places. So what I'm saying is that you need balance in order for you to grow in a perspective attitude, or you know, just like easier refinement, right? Because the experience is constant repetitions. So that's why showing up every day is important, because you need that repetition. So I just, you know, just thinking about, you know, experience versus passion, because when we get into redefining our purpose, you need both of those. You need to understand, you know, where you're at, where you want to be, why you want things for yourself. You need certain aspects of desire and not let it destroy you. But, right, so let me ask y'all this, right? Ask the panel, even chat. When it comes to like purpose or finding your purpose, what do you think is the most struggling thing about that phrase or that action, or just when people say purpose in general? What do you find so struggling about it? Or you think it's struggling for others, you know?
What I think, the distractions, just the world, like people just not, I don't know. I've been
distractions was the question.
Nah, hold on. Let me finish. No, I see, and I say distractions. I say distractions only in the sense like I don't know, but y'all, I've been forced to sit down. Like I've been forced to like have to sit down and like just like, you know, I ain't got nothing. I can't move right now. I can't. I'm my hands tied behind my back, kind of in you know situations. And like in those moments, like I literally just like, you know, cut everything out and like, you know, might just go outside and just like spend time just breathing and looking at trees, like, and literally like being comfortable in that and like loving that. Like, so like I don't need anything else. I don't need nothing. Like I'm happy here sitting down in this little park.
You content with where you at.
I don't need anything. I need for nothing. I'm good. And I say I bring that up to say like in those moments is where you know, I found that I didn't need anything. It's like everything that I needed started to come to me. And when things started to come to me, I basically kind of like found I found out what it is that I needed to do. I found out, you know, basically what that next step is, and started, you know, started taking steps, and started, you know, moving my feet, and just started just getting active, and everything kind of showed up for itself. So yeah, I think, you know, if people don't cut out distractions, and, you know, in a sense, like I said, I was forced to sit down and cut everything out. It forced me to find out who I was, and it forced me to, you know, in a sense, find my purpose. But the question was, AD was saying, well, why do you think it's difficult, you know, for people when it comes to like finding their purpose?
Yeah, or just like when they hear the word purpose, what do you find struggling about it for people or yourself?
Right. I honestly feel, well, part of it, like Eli was saying, distractions, and then I would say influences too, like the company you keep, you know, because we living in a day and age where like it's so it's how can I say? I'm trying to figure out how to say it, like, well, how to put it, like,
Don't spray it, just say it.
right. Like you can't do anything without like anyone's opinion being like, oh, that's not cool, or like, why you doing that, or just it's society has made it so uncool to try new things or be yourself or just like live outside of the norm. And
Mhm.
it's like, and especially with the younger people, just you know whatever is the topic of the day or the norm or like the cool thing to do, that's what they gonna rock with. And usually um I usually think of that as a distraction, because usually what's cool or what's in right now isn't what you're meant to do. It's just not, because everyone
Yeah.
everyone has a purpose, everyone has a gift, everyone has their own passion that they were born with. God made everyone different. So it's like when you stay away from that, you're not you're now
Authentic stuff.
right, because at the end of the day, the company you keep stirs the way you guide your life. like how you like how Elijah said, he was forced to sit down, slow down, and reevaluate himself, reevaluate his life. And I can agree with that. Like, I've lived many different lives. I've had many different experiences, been around many different people. And it's like after a while, you, especially getting older, you learn like, okay, that's not really for me. Those not really for me. Like, I don't think I should be here right now. You learn that after a while. Or even if it's like a situation where you can't really like control you being there, like say at work, like being at work, for example. Just I like, you don't gotta engage in everything. Pick and choose your battles.
No, for real.
I definitely, just to wrap it up, I definitely say, for my personal answer to the question, your your influences and the company you keep can definitely be a big reason why people don't pursue their passions or their purpose.
All right. What about Roman? Roman got anything to say?
Roman's watching Shrek.
I wish I was too. Damn, I'm jealous.
Mhm. That's his new favorite movie. That boy loves Shrek.
It's probably my favorite movie.
Between I want to say right now, between Shrek, Cars, and Chicken Little.
For me, it's Shrek, The Godfather, and Godfather Part 2.
I feel that. That was such like
And Good
elite.
Burger.
Like,
And Good Burger. And throwing Good Burger.
my man, my man went from like far away to like.
Yeah. I'm a child at heart, but sometimes I gotta get, I'll be outside. Yeah, I need that influence. But yeah. What else, AD? What else you got?
He's looking at it. He's looking.
Is using that as like, your center post, redefine the purpose, to cultivate your passion and constantly grow an experience, is the key for whatever, or whatever skill or art practice you're building in. You know what I'm saying? Because if you want to be, right there on time, you gotta be balanced. You know what I'm saying? And when earlier Fox had said, he don't believe in perfection, right? And I was like, I'm like, yeah. So what if we thought of perfection like this? We don't try to be perfecting like to perfect, not to be, make a mistake. How about we build perfectness, within our habits? Like
I
we
like
can do
that.
that.
I
Like
like that.
we can find like balance in everything we do.
Mm-hmm.
No, for real.
Because like I said, practice don't make perfect. Like ever since I was a kid, like something, it was just something in me that was like, that don't sound right.
Mm-hmm.
Like that don't really make sense. I remember being in school. That's where the whole practice make progress thing come from. Cause I was going back and forth with it. With a teacher in school, like that don't sound right. That don't sound right. That don't really like make sense for real. And she, her being, it was an English teacher too. I wish I remembered her name. I called her out, but but it was an English teacher. Her being the teacher. They gotta be right and the all knowing and everything. Choo choo, and like they got she was really going back. I was maybe like in seventh, eighth grade. Like, she's like, no, like that's the saying. That's what people say. That's what it is. Like practice makes perfect. And I'm just like, and I'm just like, like no, because the what I use, sorry, I'm multitasking on daddy time, but the debate I used was basically no one's perfect, but practice makes perfect.
Right.
So that's where practice makes progress really came from for real.
I feel you. I'm just thinking at my grown age, I would have hated being Caleb's teacher. I would have just, man, but would have got him on nerves. I would have called my
Mm-hmm.
mom.
Mm-hmm.
My homegirl tried to get me to get into teaching like 2 years ago. And I was like, nah, I'm not trying to teach these DC kids. I saw her a couple months ago. She told me she quit. She been
Oh
quit that
God.
job. She been quit it. I was like, oh, so you was gonna leave me to failure. All right, that's why I don't
Come
miss
on,
you.
baby.
But yeah, yeah, all good points. I think refining your purpose. It it ain't linear, but there are steps to it in the sense that it starts with just having that passion. It starts for honestly, I think just a drive of just trying to understand yourself and who you are. Um, I think that's where all of this comes from. I think it all just stems from us like looking to try to find our place in the great world. Like,
Right.
I'm somebody who has a lot of belief and confidence within myself. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I have to move in this freaking matrix. I got to move in society, with all the BS going on. With it's so much so much pressure in the sense of society to kind of tame my mind or just knock me off course. I mean, not just
Mm-hmm.
everybody. In a sense, I'm at work all day and folk in my ear just upset about just how they feel about how they being treated
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
how that's affecting their mental and me being in them spaces, but not letting them take it to me staying being right about staying,
Yeah, ma.
true to self,
Yes, get
staying
down.
confident and always keeping that belief in my purpose and what it is I'm doing. And that's just shining light wherever it is that I am, just like giving off my energy, just giving off you know who it is that I
But
am.
but see, that's the thing though. Like being someone that being someone that knows their worth, knowing that knows their possibilities and capabilities, knowing their powers and strength. Someone that like has all that self worth and self love and so on and so forth. Um, it's noticed. It's noticeable. People see it. People feel it. People gravitate to it. Whether you're like that or not, a lot of people that aren't like that gravitate to that because it's an attraction. You know, is they're not even track. Okay, come on. Let's go to track. I took them from the TV, but but yeah, like being someone of that high energy is an attraction, and we all go through it. We all experience it one way or another. You could have, a person or a group of people that like being around you, that like talking to you. It could be shown on social media these days, but it's like you have to learn how to use that and what to do with it, like, because you can't be a person of high energy, high value, and just using that up everywhere you go or with everyone you're in contact with. It's a matter of, like, how you say, learning to be selective.
Yeah, nah. You know, I hey, growing up in DC, man, like
Yeah, right.
you get to experience just like I was lucky enough to have just a lot of examples, I'll say, just
Right, right.
in a
Trust,
sense of,
trust
of,
me,
of,
I know.
of people who, were, good, great people, like lighthearted, uh,
Mhm.
um, always had, had a good heart, had great intentions, just wanted to do right. At the same time, it's like, it's just due to circumstance, some due to, of course, due to, life choices, things like that. But
Right.
at the same time, it's like, depending on who you are, you don't have but so much leeway to give,
Right.
your situation can change. I've seen good people, just fall into a number of different situations that they, just unfavorable situations, should I say.
Right. Hmm.
So yeah, I definitely understand that, and that comes with kind of to AD's point earlier, just it's that balance of
Right.
of being a high spirited person, having a passion for life, and just being somebody that's willing to go out there and get yours. At the same time, just understanding that whatever it is that you're doing, just taking from everything you've been through up until that point, and understanding that everything you've been through in life, you've been through for a reason, and you need to
Uh-huh.
bring all of that experience, everything you've learned, into what it is that you're um, you know going into next. um, yeah, just make sure you keep that balance.
Hmm.
Mhm. And be right there on time.
Yeah, and just one last point, just as the experienced person on the episode, um, I'll say I think when I think of experience versus passion, I think of, let's just, like, just put in fighting terms, like a defensive fighter versus, kind of a striker or an offensive fighter, more so. I think
Mm.
when you start off, you're more high energy. You want to get after and go out there,
Hmm.
um, and it's that's per you gotta, like I say, you gotta have that dog in you. At the same
Hmm.
time, with that, you're gonna get knocked upside the head. You might get knocked out once or twice. There's a
Hmm.
lot that comes with it. You're gonna get tired, um, but you might knock somebody out. Like, you may you may get that hit. You that sports center hit.
Right.
that highlight or whatever. And I think, when it comes to somebody who is more experienced, I think oftentimes you're more, you know, you're more of a defensive person, a defensive fighter. You're more, you, you know, in a sense, like maybe just as a person, maybe you have more.
Right.
Your possessions. You're more protective of what it is you got going on. You have to be
Mm-hmm.
more protective of the people around you, of just your circumstance. You got to be more careful about certain things.
Because
Um,
you've been there and done that. You know what comes with it. You know what comes with like being around this and that or that person or this person.
yeah, and you might be able to see like that younger person who's coming in with a whole lot of energy.
Real talk.
You might be able to see you know what's coming. Like you understand.
Right. Mm.
You've seen it before. You know how to get them off you. You know how to just let that fight continue going until that person is tired out, and then it's time for
Right.
you to kind of take over. Um, so yeah, I just wanted to make that point. Again, it's not experience and passion are both equally important. But just make sure that you understand the importance of both and understand that balance.
I like that. I like that because it's like you know, like you said, like the transition between just being a newbie or a beginner and then growing into the fact of having that knowledge and experience and knowing like what comes with certain strategies or like being just going back to the whole fighting example, how you said like the striker versus defense. The defense comes from the lack of knowledge for real. A lot of people don't know that for real. Cause at least me personally, when I had my first sparring session, I was just throwing them. I was just like I was for real, like I was just throwing them. I was just letting it go. But then, I got that gut shot. I got that little liver shot right there. I got hit in the head a couple times. And I was like, okay, let me keep my hands up. Like,
Hey,
but
you ever had a titty on your lip?
man, martial arts, yes. Martial arts, yes. Not boxing.
Uh,
We're not.
I had that
We're
from
not.
boxing. I remember I took a video, I sent it to my homeboy. He said, "What is that on your lip?" And I'm
Yeah,
through though.
but
But it's
yeah,
all trial and error though, man. It's all trial and error.
and
Just
yeah,
don't keep
to
making
bring
the
it back
error.
to bring it back to yeah, I'm not to bring back the same topic, but like just for example, like Floyd Mayweather when he started like
Right.
boxing, he wasn't like known for knocking people out, but he was an exciting fighter. He used to knock people out when he was
Mm-hmm.
younger, but he was a smaller dude, and his hands couldn't take it. He broke his hands, often when he was young. So he had people in his family, like he had his father and his uncle were professional fighters, and they
Right.
knew they had experience. They knew everything about boxing. They were Hall of Famers themselves, so they were
Mm-hmm.
able to um, you know again guide the passion of Floyd to the point where they were able to teach him a new way of fighting to keep him around longer, and not just keep him around longer, but ended up being the skill set he needed to have a undefeated career, to go 50-0. Like he went from being somebody who was going out there and knocking people out to being known as the greatest defensive fighter of all time.
Mhm. A lot of people, I like how you said his uncle, the father is one thing, but a lot of people don't know about his uncles.
No, for sure. I mean, if
That's-
you
that was
if you've been around, if you watch boxing, you should know about
Mhm.
Floyd's uncles for sure. But yeah, man, I think we covered everything today. Almost an hour episode. Just want to say appreciate my boys, AD and C, showing up as always. The collective, we
You
here.
already know.
We stamped. We ain't going nowhere.
We're here for the growth. We're here for the learn and teach.
Man, we pushing the narrative forward. You know what I'm saying? Look out for the socials. Look out for the next episode. Just want to say thank you for everybody for always watching, joining in. Tune in for more. We got more things coming, and check out for the latest apparel from both sites and both Instagram pages.
Yeah, man. I appreciate everyone, all the love and support. Every bit of it we get. We growing as we go. All the just like AD said, we got stuff in store. We got things coming. So, just look out. And whoever y'all, just let us know what's up.
Yeah, holla at your boys. Elijah Green, I'm already rocking. Candyland coming. We dropping this Sunday, and there's more to come. At the Elijah Green on Instagram, at the collective_pod. We got RC.hippie, and then we got AD Senpai_33. Is that right?
Yeah.
Got merch for the summer for us. The rest of your expressions coming too.
Yeah, we got all that. We got a whole lot coming.
Roman,
I should have had this on the whole episode. I wait till the last second. But peace and love. Thank y'all for showing up.
Say bye. It's okay.
All right, forget you, Roman. We'll see you later. Bye, Roman. All right. Peace and love to everybody. Catch you
love,
next.
man.
All right.